Hello Pisces Collective, this is Maritza of the Sybil Heart, and I'm back from my vacation, and we're here with a tarot reading for Pisces. You can listen to this tarot scope reading if you have a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or any other Pisces placement in your natal chart that you feel is important. You can also listen to this reading if you feel you have Pisces vibes but are not a Pisces. So, with that being said, I'll start with the reading. What message do you have for Pisces? What message do you have for Pisces? We have the Three of Swords. We have the Tower reversed. And we have the Seven of Swords. The first thing that's coming to mind is that there's a situation in which you've been really hurt by whatever happened, but you may be doing this thing where you're trying to find the blame, or like you're pointing the blame at someone else. But unfortunately, I'm getting the sense that like you might be forgetting that you had a part to play in it as well, and that at least part of the blame should be the wording that keeps coming to mind is really strange, but like it's something like the blame should be cast upon you as well. And I don't know why that's the wording that my brain is wanting to say, but it's like you chose to neglect or ignore your part of the situation. And that's probably why you think it's not, at least why you think the blame shouldn't be going your way. But like it's this thing where like it's this type of dynamic where you might be like, due to neglect or ignoring your part, like you may not, it's an indirect type of blame, like you weren't directly involved, but because of that, like you chose to ignore the thing, and now you're lashing out because you don't want to get blamed for your part. I hope that makes sense. But the reason, well, the two reasons why this first part of the reading is kind of negative is because the swords are inherently negative. If you think about what a sword does, it cuts both ways. It has a double-edged blade. So it cuts going in and it cuts coming out. And then the second reason is the Tower card is, well, the Tower card generally has a negative meaning, but it's also reversed, so that could mean that the negativity is multiplied. And it's just like, it's a card, it's a shadow work card. So this is going to be a very personally turbulent and uncomfortable time for you, especially because you don't like to be in any kind of conflict. Generally speaking, the sign of Pisces is a very peace-loving sign. And conflict is incredibly uncomfortable for them. Then we have the Moon card reversed, and astrologically speaking, for me, the Moon card is the moon. I know traditionally that the Moon card is the sign of Pisces, but in the way that I read it, the Moon card is the moon, just because that makes sense to me. The Moon card is also reversed. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, with the Moon card reversed, this is something that you're this is something that you are coming to, what's the term? You're kind of clashing into it. And like, you're clashing into it and you're kind of realizing that, well, let me pull some more cards before I start speaking. Okay, the Six of Wands and the Justice card reversed. So a lot of them, all of the majors that have appeared so far are reversed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But in this case, I feel like it's amplifying, the fact that this is an important time right now, even though it's incredibly uncomfortable. I'm going to pull one more card. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Ten of Pentacles in general is about generational things. And because it's reversed, I'm thinking there might be something about the people close to you that is coming to light. Okay, so here's why the moon card is reversed. So when the moon is reversed, we want to think about what is coming to light, what is being pushed forward so that you become aware. What is it that you are becoming aware of after many years of being fooled by your family, or whoever's close to you that you consider family? The Six of Wands, I think, is speaking about the kind of pride that is toxic. Like, it gets in your way of becoming aware of a certain situation. And it is hindering you from making progress into becoming a more balanced person. And it's the kind of pride that makes you stubborn and unwilling to change, or unwilling because you know how to move in the world that has been created around you, and you don't want to change that because that's comfortable. But you are now in a part of your life where you need to grow from whatever the situation is. And then the Justice card reversed. So the Justice card is the sign of Libra. And the thing that I'm thinking is, again, it's like this toxic. So Libras are known for being charming. And so that shadow, the shadow side of being charming is being manipulative. They kind of know how to move in situations to get what they want, even if it is not beneficial to everyone but themselves. So I think that may have been the root cause of the situation, and now you're kind of recognizing that is what, either your whole family is like that, or, I don't want to get into like specific details because that just confuses the heck out of me and other people. So I'm going to keep it as vague as possible, and you can fill in the blanks. But the only reason I'm saying it's a family thing is because the Ten of Pentacles is here. But that's the only clue that I'm getting in this reading for that. Otherwise, I feel like this has something this is more about how you are reacting to the situation, and it's like, I guess the gist of the thing is that obviously you're uncomfortable with whatever is going on, because there's a lot of I think the main reason you're uncomfortable with it is because you were being played the fool, right? And now becoming aware of how people are trying to manipulate you is not the way that you're used to being in this world. And having to relearn how to navigate this world with a stronger backbone is more work than you're willing to give. And you might be actually struggling, like, on a personal level. And you're trying to, like, you're wondering why other people have an easier time, and you're trying really hard to, it's like you might be feeling like you've missed some kind of lesson somewhere. But I mean, I keep looking at the Six of Wands, and I'm thinking, like, it's really popping out at me, and I'm thinking that you are going to figure something out that's going to work for you, at least for now. Like, this is going to be a big movement for you. Whatever you decide to do is going to, it might be like a quick band-aid fix. Like, it might be a temporary fix, but you're trying to do your best, is what I'm seeing, especially with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, in terms of astrology and timing, so the Tower card reversed is Mars retrograde. And that's going to be a time when it's going to be a challenging time for everyone, but especially Pisces. Then the Moon card reversed is the moon, the waning moon. So from the coming full moon to the new moon phase. So from the from the full moon to the new moon, that's the phase that we want to pay attention to. That's the waning moon. That might be the time frame in which you'll figure out what to do. And then we have the Justice card reversed, and that is Libra in shadow, or the other way we can look at it, it's the last few days or weeks of Libra season. So you may want to pay attention to Libra season, like the end phase of Libra season. Okay, well, that is your reading, Pisces, and I will hopefully catch you in the next one. Let me know what happens. Let me know any thoughts that you have or anything that you might want to add in the comments. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.